good time. I heard a lot of good questions and a lot of conversation going on. What was the most interesting thing you learned today?
The Gary.
We're gonna work around, right?
Sure.
All right, never mind.
We can do that.
I'll start it
Every
then.
person had to say something.
Oh.
We can start.
I got one.
Something about
You got one?
something.
Yeah, if Logan was the last person on earth, he'd find a bunch of sheep and become a shepherd.
There was reasons behind what I said. We don't want to know the reasons.
I learned that Gary was in the first graduating class of Skyline High. I know, yeah. I thought that was pretty cool.
I learned that Jennifer's looking forward to going to Italy in May.
Yeah.
I learned Patrick Malpezzi used to sneak and watch Homer Simpson TV show behind his parents' back.
Don't tell, don't tell.
What's our silence worth, Patrick?
I can't afford it. I learned that Leroy loves to harass me. That's his favorite thing. He's doing well.
What'd you learn?
Lots of commonalities,
Yes.
you know what I mean?
I learned how open everybody is to share this kind of stuff.
I thought about doing questions, you know, like if we lived in a different world where you got your mother's name rather than your father's. I thought, you know, then we could ask, what would your name be?
Counterfactuals.
No, social engineering.
Mother's maiden name.
Anybody have anything else?
I learned that when you ask people questions like that are not the typical conversations we have here, that are business related, people smile. People enjoy answering these kinds of questions.
That's the only thing we deal in around here. It made my brain hurt to go away from thinking about words. I'm like, wait a minute, I gotta think about something else.
And I think that also that can allow you to try to know yourself too, because you kind of think about, there are some questions that you usually don't ask yourself. So when you kind of hear it, you kind of start kind of reflecting on those questions. So I think that it was kind of interesting.
It's true.
Thinking of that, what was, anybody have a favorite question?
I like this one. What element would you like to manipulate? Earth, wind, water, or fire?
Best answer?
Water?
Yeah.
What would you do with it?
Anything you want.
I was thinking fire.
You can make it solid, you can make it a gas, you can do anything you want with water.
Oh, very cool.
Make it rain, make it not rain.
Haven't you run out?
You ready?
I'm ready.
Are we done?
I think we're done.
We're not done spring, right? In that lesson, I want you to think about a couple of things. When we announced it, we said, this is what we're gonna do. What did you initially think? The extroverts in the crowd kind of went, oh, cool. And the introverts kind of went, aw, man. But yet, when you walked around the room, how did you feel? Did you basically enjoy it? The people you talked to, did you talk to some people that you haven't talked to in a long time? The lesson that we really kind of want you to walk away from this is judging by the smiles and the looks and the faces and the amount of participation, the buzz in the room picked up greatly. What's stopping you from having those same interactions Monday through Friday during your workday? I mean, you don't need an exercise to do that. You don't have to be told to do it. And yet it seems to pick us up and encourage us. The people that you walk around and you say hi to, but you haven't talked to in a month and a half? Why not? And that's a question for you to answer. Why not? And you know the people around you just that little bit better, and we're a team, and it helps us to perform as we know people and get to know their likes and their dislikes and who they are and how they think and how they work. That's what emergenetics is all about. Remember the north, south, east, and west thing we did in the past, which is just another way to look at people, just like emergenetics did. All of those things are team building because they're relationship building. And we can go about building relationships all day long, every day, while we're working and getting things done. And if the general buzz in the room was anything, enjoying it in the process. That's what we want you to take away from this. It doesn't have to be just here.
Okay, thanks, Kevin. Joe, you had something?
Yeah, can we keep these?
Absolutely.
Awesome. I was just thinking might be a nice excuse to, just an idea.
Extras or others, if anybody wants to trade there.
Hey, Mike, Jason, Scott, can you pull that poster out? You, just put in a plug for the reality is there's a lot of students in our district who come from very, very poor situations. Like, some of them are living by themselves, self-supporting, some of them, their parents, a lot of legitimate needs out there. And so some things that we take for granted, like, Jace, can you read what's in the white in the middle there? Like some of those examples that they give? Like, yeah, left side, where it says, right there.
All profits and proceeds go to families and students at Longmont High School to pay for medical bills, AP tests, electric bills, field trips, clothing, etc. during the 2019-2020 school year.
Yeah, so basically this is the first time the Longmont High's Angel Fund is gonna be doing this little 3-mile race. They also have a 1-mile version of it too, but anyway, there's posters all around. I just put in a plug. It's a really good thing. Every high school has an organization similar to that, but because my wife works at Longmont High, I get to promote Longmont High, so think about it. It's a pretty awesome deal. And also, the Happy Smack is coming down the pike, and I know DTS normally has a pretty good representation, so Happy Smack in May, so we'll remind you of that as it gets closer. Cool, thanks, Jason.
Unless anybody has anything else, have a great weekend, folks.